What's going on, guys? We are back doing another reaction to Tokyo Ghoul, this time to chapter 94. This chapter is called One's Intentions. So let's just jump into this, man. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so this is all of the real estate that Kano owned. That's a lot. But this man named Kano, the more you learn, the more mysterious he becomes. Even the reason why he has so many residences is unclear. I mean, that's very suspicious, right? This guy owns a ton of property, right? Um, the son of Kano, General Hospital's director, Akihiro Kano. After graduating from Teiho University School of Medicine, he went on to Germany as a research assistant for the GFG. And for 3 years, climbed his way up before entering the CCG. Soon after, he then left the CCG. So in reality, he's only worked continuously with them for 4 years. After leaving the agency, he then went on to work at his father's hospital. His reputation with the patients overall was good. His popularity amongst the staff was also quite high. I wonder if something happened while he was at the CCG. It's so weird seeing him in this environment, right? I mean, good on him. This is quite like the step up from what he was doing earlier, right? I mean, this guy went all the way to Germany to study about ghouls, right? We have no clue as to why he would want to be a normal doctor, you know? Maybe he saw something that he didn't want to see. Something that a highly talented and passionate researcher would be determined or deterred by. I wonder what it could be. Who knows? I can't even imagine. Regardless, when Kano left the agency, I was still carrying a grade school backpack. Dude, Akira's so cute. Are you kidding me? So cute. I don't think a grade school backpack would have fit uh Akira-san well, you know. Nonsense. There wasn't a single grade schooler who wore that thing as well as I did. Really? What are you guys doing talking about meaningless things like that? Oh, Amon-san. It isn't meaningless. By sharing the memories of my youth, it's fine. I'm tired of listening to your twisted logic. More importantly, take a look at this. Man, Akira's the best. I want so much more of this character, man, you know? This is a piece of real estate that Kano owns. So the ones we checked weren't all of them. All these were bought under another person's name. I wonder where he gets all that money. Uh, what? There's even a basement on this blueprint. Doesn't seem like any old vacation home to me. Yeah. Even when compared to the other properties, it's obvious that this one is of a different nature. It's far too large for a single person to live in. Not only that, but this land isn't suited for use as a summer getaway. There's a strong possibility that the elusive Professor Kano is hiding there. We find out that it can't be that obvious. He wouldn't, like, make that much of an oversight, right? I mean, you would think, but who knows? Um, if we find out that the Dr. Kano is unrelated to this place, it would just be wasted effort, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be wasted effort. There is meaning in crushing possibilities. There's also the chance that you might learn something about that best friend of yours, Ken Kaneki, whom you're searching for. True. Just for the sake of his friend, he decides to come knock on the CCG's door. What a guy. For Nakashika's sake and for our sakes, we need to find Ken Kaneki and Kano. If we leave the investigation of Rabbit for later and finished up the binge eater case, it would be a big step forward for the 20th Ward branch office. And that's the funny thing, it's like, I totally forgot about the Rabbit as well being this sort of like ambiguous, like almost third party that's out there, right? Good lord. Anyway, um, if Shinohara's theory is correct, then the girl in the I-beam accident was the binge eater. And the person who had those organs transplanted into him and who was also Nakachika's best friend is Ken Kaneki. Yo, this is very bad. That Shinohara is already making. He's already made this connection, and then he went to Anteku in the last chapter. This is really really bad, dude. Um, because now he knows that like okay, Kaneki worked at Anteku for for a few months or however long it was. Um, and Anteku obviously, I mean it's weird because Shinohara has made the connection that the binge eater. I mean, he hasn't confirmed it, but this is just a theory. So he's putting the binge eater with the I beam accident together, right? Those organs were transplanted into Kaneki, right? This is his line of thinking, which is true, but it's his line of thinking, right? So it's almost like I wonder if his thinking is like, okay, so this Ken Kaneki is a ghoul. He is probably a ghoul because he has the organs of the binge eater inside of him. So now it's totally natural for him to be like to look at Ontaku a little bit, like side-eyed and scrutinize them a little bit because for all we know, he is firmly in the belief that Kaneki is a ghoul. Um and that it's pretty hard to hide that, right? So yeah, it totally makes sense as to why he's already suspicious of Anteku. So I think this is like catastrophic for Anteku, right? Because now it feels like they're directly in the line of sight now, right? They're not just like a blip on the map. Now it's like they got people watching them now more than ever, right? So this is really bad for them. Um, then finally, the doctor who performed the transplant surgery and is now missing, Kano. A ghoul's organs and a human. For what reason? And for the human who received the transplant, what exactly happens to them? It's funny, you've already met them. No way. What a ridiculous story. Just because of some organs, there's no way a human could transform into a demon. Something as unrealistic as no, it would be unnatural to think that a ghoul's organs don't have an effect. But if that were the case, then how are we going to judge such an existence? That's a really good question, man. That's a really good question. That's literally been like the antithesis of Kaneki's character, I feel like, right? The sort of push and pull, the tug of war between human and ghoul, right? Like which side does he land on? This is so cool that Amon is already sort of like thinking about that, and he's not just automatically like no, he has a little bit of ghoul in him. We must kill him, right? It's cool that he's not thinking like that, right? He's thinking like this obviously muddies the entire situation. Um, what will we do with the unfortunate protagonist Ken Kaneki? No, if he has completely turned into a ghoul, then we will judge him as a ghoul. Oh, let's just hope we don't have to pluck the germs of evil. Nakichika. If it comes down to that, how do you plan on confronting your best friend? So instead of chasing the white rabbit, you're going to chase Alice, huh? If Wonderland is the ghoul's world, then Alice is either Ken Kaneki or Kano? Shachi-san did. That person joined Algiri. That's impossible. Cool. It's nice to see. I'm glad we're back with the gang now. Even though he isn't the type to thrash around like an idiot, he still came and attacked our boss, didn't he? Shachi-san, why? Are you going back to the sixth ward? Hold up, what happened to that eye patch today? He said to get over here, but now? Well, right now he's got his hands full with a lot of things. Meaning what? Yeah, what's going on? lot of books. Oh, is he just training? From my upper body to the opposite elbow. Then from page 102, jump to page 211 and get into diagram two's stance. Interesting. That's cool that Shachi is sort of like his motivation for doing this. Shachi, those movements and that strength. It's no good if I try to take hits. I have to at least be able to dodge all of them. Shachi was right. If I remain at this level, there's no way I can take Aogiri Tree. I still haven't tried that one yet. Next, Kaneki, I'm back. Banjo-san, welcome back. Where's Gil-san? Just as we thought, he was quite distraught. It almost made me want to go talk to Shachi out of it, rather than mope around here. Hiro Nichan, you're sweating quite a bit. Thank you, Hinami-chan. Hey, Kaneki, what are we going to do from now on? We'll check out the information that we got from Madam. Kano's personal research facility in the suburbs. That guy should be there. That woman, she didn't lie to us, right? If we pushed her that much, there's no way she would be able to lie. Sugiyama-san, could you help me with my training for a bit? Why me? I need your sword. He immediately immediately took off his shirt. The bitter taste of defeat has brought even more flavor to you, hasn't it? I'm sorry, Kaneki-kun. I'm not confident I'll be able to act gently. No need for it. If you don't come at me seriously, there's no meaning. Kamato. Ken Kaneki, huh? I wonder why, for some reason, I've got an uneasiness in my heart. Man, that's the end of the chapter. So yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I feel like I said this last chapter too, that it really does feel like we're getting like all of the major pieces in place almost, or we're starting to do that. Um, like the Kaneki is like so. I mean, he let's be honest, like he's Shachi kind of gave him the work a couple chapters ago. So Kaneki is doing the right thing to to learn from that fight and try to improve. So that's really nice to see. Aside from that, man, it's scary just thinking that the CCG and like Shinohara specifically have managed to like put the pieces together. It's really scary. Um, but hey, man, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this chapter reaction. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Tokyo Ghoul, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.